IMPACT Bodega.
Toma.
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte, te lo juro por mi gente, te juro que un día llegará. And we won't stop, we always knew we make it, even though you play it, hate it, we still made it to the top.
Latino empowerment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 3 of the IMPACT Bodega Podcast. It is I, the quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, Jorge Luis Martinez Jr., and as always, we have two of my closest friends, and we have a special guest on the show also. But first, from La Isla del Encanto, he is the number one fan, president, and student of El Alberto El Patron fan club. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, this is me, Robert Rosselló, better known on the internet as Robert Does Wrestling. So I'm happy once again to be back in the Bodega Podcast. How
Yes.
about you, Chef?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. And every time I hear this bodega thing, it reminds me of hitting the block, catching some Phillies and stuff like that. So I love hearing the word bodega because it brings me back to Old English and Phillies and White Owls. So, look, I'm just keeping it a buck. Triple J, my man, how are you, my brother?
I am doing great. Thank you guys for having me tonight.
Triple J.
Yeah,
What's going on, guys?
yeah, everything's good. So let's do a little bit of a recap of last night's edition of Impact Wrestling. That was on July 19, 2018. We had the in-ring debut of Joe Hendricks versus former Impact World Champion Eli Drake. We also saw Killer Cross versus Petey Williams, Ali and Kiera Hogan versus Tessa Blanchard and Shotzi Blackheart. We also saw Sami Callihan versus Greg Osborne. And we saw another tag team match with the Desi Hit Squad versus KM and Falaba. And the rest of the show was filled, obviously, by a lot of Slammiversary 2018 hype videos. So, any thoughts on that show before we move on to the predictions for Slammiversary 2018?
Yes, it was a weird show, to say the least. Not the best show out of the 4 tapings. It was weird because everybody thought that this was going to be Eli Drake's last Impact match. So it was just like this weird send-off. And then have him resign with the company midway to the tapings. Now the man is sitting at home for Slammiversary. So I thought that was kind of weird, but we'll see what happens at Slammiversary and the tapings and see how they bring him back into the fold. Chef, what do you think about that?
You know what? That makes a lot of sense because we talk, and we don't do the whole spoiler thing, but I like to talk to you because I know you go there. But feeling like Eli Drake, who we all say is a guy who you think could be the face of the company, for him not to be on the card. Now, it doesn't mean they can't just add him somewhere, but for him not to be on that card for Slammiversary, kind of like it gives you kind of like that bitter taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, so I love the fact that he re-signs. I hate the fact that we don't see him on Slammiversary. The one thing I'm going to say, I'm a big ICW fan, and I don't care. I'm going to plug it on an Impact podcast because that's what I do. I do what I want. Joe Hendry is in the motherfucking house, the prestigious one. If you don't like it, you better ask somebody.
How about you, Triple J?
Well,
You're good with everything, right? That happened last night.
Since Eli Drake re-signed, you never know. He might come in for like a run-in from somebody for the World Heavyweight title or something.
Oh, yes.
You never know. They're playing that secret card.
Never thought of that one. That's pretty. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Okay, so let's jump into the Slammiversary, preview show. So we'll start with the match that might change from here to Sunday, right? We got Johnny Impact versus
Boo.
Ichimori
Yes.
versus Phoenix versus someone else because Rich Swann got hurt on Major League Wrestling. Who do you got on this match? Let's start with you, Jorge, then Chef, and then
Uh,
Triple J.
I was actually going for Phoenix in this one, but then when the Bone Soldier Tajiri, my man that like to call the Japanese Hulk, got at it, I'm going for Tajiri, 100% Tajiri on this match. The Bullet Club.
Whoa.
That's for Chef right there.
Whoa.
Bullet Club, Chef.
Okay.
Bullet Club.
All right. We all know that I will never take anybody in the club with no bullets. I will never take anyone from the Bullet Scrubs.
Say it, Chef. Bullet Club.
Not gonna do it. I love the Bone Soldier. I like Ishimori. I think he's a fucking phenomenal talent. We haven't seen him for months. Johnny Impact, I don't know his direction. To be honest with you, like I think he came in and we all expected him to be shot to the top. So I don't even know if I want to pick him. What I'm hoping happens is Desmond Xavier comes in because we all know that Desmond Xavier is the truth, and we all want Desmond Xavier. So I want Desmond Xavier to walk in. I want Desmond Xavier to punk the three of these other dudes, sit there, look at fucking the Bone Soldier, do the fucking triple, the DX suck it, and and then even fucking too sweet him while he's on the floor to say, "You fake ass NWO motherfucker." Triple J, what you got, baby?
That was well said.
Oh, Lord.
Well said on that.
No.
Who do you got, Triple J, on this one?
Between Tajiri and Johnny Impact?
And Phoenix.
Ooh. So it's a triple threat.
It
it's
is
a
a
fatal
four-way,
four-way.
but Rich Swann got hurt.
Well, I'm a bit after watching wrestling a while and being in the business a little bit. I got to pick Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Because Phoenix he goes and goes, and his moves are so flawless that it's going to be a good match. But I think they're going to gang up and take Johnny out, but it's going to be Tajiri and Phoenix, and then two are going to collide, and it's going to be one heck of a match.
Okay, so the Triple J, can you turning a little bit your mic on? So we got perfect. We got the second, I guess, match of the night. We got the unhinged Eddie Edwards versus Tommy Dreamer in a House of Hardcore match. Who do you got, Jorge, on this one?
Do I really care about this match? Not really.
That's a good question.
So I defer my answer, Chef. That's my answer right there. I'm gonna be sleeping through this match. So Chef, take it away, my brother.
You're going.
All right.
Going to.
I'm gonna keep it. Oh, is this the beer match?
That might be it.
Jorge, this is Jorge's beer match. All right, me.
Yes, the second match of the night is already my beer match.
All right. I'm going to keep it really honest with you. There is no surprise that I'm not a big Eddie Edwards fan. I think he's very fucking blah. But Nutso Eddie is so fucking awesome. I'm a fan of this guy who just wants to beat the shit out of people. And the whole, you're sleeping with my wife thing, let's face it. Why would he not want to beat this guy's face in? So he previously said he was going to fucking murder Sammy Callahan. This guy stopped him from a 187. So out of nowhere, he's like, yo, you stopped me from murdering this guy, and now you're sleeping with my wife. So, I mean, think about it. Like, it's bugged the fuck out because that's how they're kind of playing it. So I expect Nutso Eddie to fucking pummel this guy. I think it's going to be like a like an old school ECW feel of a match. I think these guys are going to go balls to the wall, and Eddie Edwards is going to fucking break this guy in pieces, and Nutso Eddie is going to be converted.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I think I got an answer now. I'm hoping for rain.
For rain.
Yeah, for rain out in the second match.
Why are you hating on fucking Nutso Eddie, man? It's the one time I actually like Eddie Edwards, and you're hating on him?
Because of the simple reason is Tommy Dreamer. The dude's like 67 years old,
But he
still
can
living
still
out of the
go.
ECW. Household hardcore. Come on, man. Triple J, please. Triple J, please. Triple J, please.
Well, back in the day, we used to say anybody but Eddie.
Exactly.
But I think that I think between the two, I think Tommy Dreamer is going to turn Eddie Edwards into a madhouse. Like something's going to snap in Eddie, and I think he's going to do more damage than what he did to Sami Callihan. Because come on, you're going against the hardcore legend Tommy Dreamer. Who wouldn't?
You see? So we all agreeing that Nutso Eddie converts into Nutso Eddie.
No.
Dreamer's going to hit something in Eddie that we're going to see a side that Eddie that no one's ever seen before in this hardcore match.
Okay. Just imagine this, like you guys just mentioned right now, he's going to get hinged. Now, just imagine a psycho killer team of Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan.
That's what I've been wanting. That's what I've been wanting. I want Sami Callihan to fucking leave OVE, embrace, like literally come up like, yo, dog, I got you. I'm the only one that understands you're crazy. And then they just, yo, dude, put it this way. Let's keep it a buck. I don't think OVE can stand in the ring with LAX. That's just my personal opinion. But if you have Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan, I don't give a fuck who you put in the ring. Those two dudes can put work in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for that, I agree 100%. All joking aside.
They'll be unstoppable.
100%.
Yeah. That idea of putting, Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards, it is a good one. I talk about this on a video on my channel, how to get out of that and book that. But that is, another topic for another day, right?
Another day.
Yeah. We got. Can you hear this? This is Mark Henry crying at this moment in time because he's triggered that Tessa Blanchard just stay with Impact Wrestling. So
yes,
we want to dedicate this segment to Mark Henry. I know you're heartbroken, but it is what it is. Life is not fair. So this is for you, my man. We got Tessa Blanchard versus Ali. Who do you got on this one?
100% the Queen of Diamonds. 100% the Queen of Diamonds. She has been bred since birth from the Blanchard stable, the Horsemen. Dude, no doubt about it. Tessa Blanchard shoots up the ladder, becomes the women's champion, and rules Impact Wrestling for the next 5 years. That's it. Tessa Blanchard all the way.
Wait. So you're telling me that she's related to one of the Four Horsemen?
Yeah.
Tully Blanchard's daughter, my man. Tully Blanchard.
Okay.
The longest TV champion on NWA history.
Okay, so it would only be fitting, even though it's not the right guy, if we did it right, put the 4 fingers up and go, woo! Is that right?
Woo! Yes, it is.
Okay, so on that, the reason why I'm going to pick Tessa Blanchard is because I think Tessa needs it more after losing to Madison Rayne as much as she has of late. I think she came in, took a few L's, and you're looking at it like, wow, she's supposed to be our new dominant knockout, but yet here she is taking an L. So I think that this win, she needs a whole lot more than Ali does. Ali is already a fixture. Ali's already, a huge knockout. She could take an L and it's no big deal. So I'm going to take Tessa just on the fact that I think that she needs it more than anything else. Triple J, what you got?
I agree on that one. She has been doing some L's. I mean, Ali's already been champion. Ali's been champion, tagged with all these, but this girl here is an up-and-coming star. And I think if they beat Ali, it's going to progress up, and then she'll finally get a title shot with a Knockouts champion.
Yes. Future champion, baby.
So next we got for the X Division title, we got Brian Cage versus Matt Sydal. Who do you got on this one, Jorge?
Whew. My said Sydal is an unbelievable performer. I'm not too crazy about him. Cage is a beast. I mean, I don't even know why he's going after the X Division title in the first place. I don't know. To be honest with you, I think Sydal keeps it because of the Zombie Queen outside interference. I think he keeps it, but I don't see Cage being the X Division champion. I see him being a heavyweight champion in the future. I mean, the dude is a complete monster. So,
Who do you
but
got?
I got Sydal.
What about you?
You know
Jeff?
what?
Yeah.
I don't give two shits about this match.
It's chest beer break. Chest beer break.
Your beer.
Listen. I am a. You know what sucks that I don't consider myself a hater for a lot of things.
You're a
I am
hater
a
for a lot of
fucking-
things.
I probably am. I'm a definite, bona fide, certified, USDA approved Brian
Hater?
Cage hater.
Oh,
Brian
wow.
Cage, absolutely. I don't
Brian
like this
Cage?
guy.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I've seen him live. I thought maybe seeing him live, I would be like, okay, I can fuck with this guy, because TV is different than when you see it live. We all know that.
Yes.
So I watched this guy live a few times, and I'm like, nope, still don't give two shits about this guy.
Wow.
So I see this match. I'm like, well, do I pick the 420 guy or do I pick Brian Cage, the juiced up, boring, I can't cut a promo motherfucker? And I say to myself, I hope I eat something really well that I have to take a mean shit. And it happens at this time because I just want to just disappear for a second. And then someone say, oh, man, yo, you missed this match. I'm like, all right, well, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. I mean, if Cage wins the belt, sure, whatever. If Matt Sydal fucking retains, sure, yeah, whatever. Like, my bad, Triple J, for setting you up after this bullshit I just gave.
I don't. You put it right on the spot. But like I said, I don't even think this match is fair. I mean, you have an X Division guy versus like a heavyweight. Matt Sydal is going to have probably outside interference, as you said, probably. He's going to open that third eye and someone's going to come out.
Oh God.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice. Actually, that's a good one because I would love to see somebody come out with him and beat up Cage. That's good. I like that one.
Probably 30-man
That's good.
out there to help.
Nice.
I guess Jimmy Jacob will be the one helping him. But it is what it is, right? We got a match. Yeah, go ahead.
And Brian Cage is still undefeated. No one's pinned him or submitted.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Didn't
No.
Congo Kong beat him?
No. He won.
Congo
He got
Kong,
him with
right?
No. Cage got him with the F5.
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was gonna put that over and say, well, I don't know, man.
So it's a title versus undefeated streak. I think that's kind of worth watching a little bit. If a little Matt Sydal can beat a big guy like Cage.
Yeah.
Next one, we got Kyle from the Impact Head's favorite female wrestler, Madison Rain versus Su Young for the Impact Knockouts title. Who do you got on this, magnificent knockouts match as the winner? Go ahead, Jorge.
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna pull a chef on this one, and I'm gonna say his same speech. I'm not a hater of anybody, but my God, I dislike Madison Rain with a passion. I know she's paid her dues in I know that. I still don't understand how the hell you have a title match on Saturday for a different company, fly across the country to a different company on Sunday, and have another title match. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm hoping Su Young has her in her nightmares. Don't let her ass wake up, and just pin her in the middle of the ring while she's sleeping. Put her in a casket. Take her in the back like they did with Rosemary. Throw it on fire, and we don't see Madison Rayne again. So I'm calling a burnout finish with this one here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. See, there's a difference between my being a hater and your being a hater. I didn't say to kill off Brian Cage.
Oh. Well, I'm not literally kill her off, but just just drag her to the back.
Hold on. Listen, Rosemary has that demon kind of thing, kind of like that Kane kind of thing, where you could burn them, you could bury them, you could fucking shoot them in the face, and somehow the demon in them comes back alive, and you can't kill this person. That's because Rosemary is the demon chick. Okay, Madison Rayne is a queen bee, like a little bee, like a bee, right? So if you kill the bee, you kill the bee. There's no coming back. You want to murder Madison Rayne, which is absolutely crazy. To be honest with you,
let's just, since you said she was a bee, just have her stepped on her then.
Okay, yeah, I got a problem with that. Like my thing with Madison Rayne, I think that all of us have talked about this enough where we've sat back and said the only thing we don't like is the fact that Madison Rayne was thrusted into the title picture after a long hiatus. You know what I mean? It kind of, it's like, okay, you just came back and all of a sudden, you're at the top, which feels fucking really forced. I'm not a big Madison Rayne person. She, like you said, she paid her dues. She was big in the past with the knockouts. The whole beautiful people thing, the Queen Bee thing. Yes. She did what she did. No one could take that from her. But this is Su Young's time now. With Rosemary being out for a lengthy injury because, she tore something in her leg or something like that. She's out for a while. Rosemary is the knockout.
Yes.
If you bring Su Young in, and obviously she's the champ, if she could hold this title, now I don't know how healthy Rosemary is, and I've said this before, I think it'd be super cool if somehow fucking Su Young has her casket thing on the outside, she fucking pins this chick. When she opens the fucking casket, like Rosemary's standing there, like to play the mind games, and then you can put that into like Bound for Glory. She doesn't even have to get in a ring with her. It's just now Rosemary is playing mind games with the chick that plays mind games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. Go ahead.
Yeah,
preach, brother, preach.
Yeah, so I want Su Young over, but I need Rosemary to come back because this can be a main event of Bound for Glory. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from one of the guys, but these two girls can go, and I think that if done right, you can have that Undertaker big kind of match where you got people walking down with fucking fire sticks and all types of crazy shit. I don't know. I'm just bugged out with this Triple J. Please let me know what's going on.
Hey, I totally agree with that, actually. But what I'm saying, Su Young is a good wrestler. I see her all the time, and she's a good wrestler. Rain she had her time, but like you said, she came back in the picture and automatically gets a title shot. Why don't they let other people be in the wing? Like they should have Tessa Blanchard in a Su Young title match. But I guess they got Reigns in there because of a name.
Yeah, it is what it is. So next we got Sami Callihan versus Pentagon Cero Miedo. Hair versus mask. Who do you got on this hair versus mask match, Jorge?
Okay, I'm pulling one from the hat. We spoke about this 3 weeks ago on our very first episode. Pentagon Jr. loses. Callahan pulls the mask, and Pentagon has the face paint on, so you still can't see his face. I'm going with that finish. I'm going
to stick back to say what I originally said 3 weeks ago and say it's the stupidest shit because I'm sick and tired of fucking these dumbass mask matches. Listen, I don't know if fucking Sami Callihan gives a shit about his hair. If not, cool, just cut the motherfucker. He'll probably look just as crazy without it. So, I don't know. I just have this whole... it's so disrespectful to fuck with these guys' masks. It drives me nuts that for some reason, every time you got some luchador guy come into an American company, they're like, oh, we got to fuck with this guy's mask. Like, I don't understand the fascination with it. So I hope Pentagon fucking buries this dude, like cripples him, pulls the fucking, like how EC3 cut off fucking JB and fucking Rockstar Spud's hair. I hope he just goes ham with it, like, does the fucking shit and, just throw his hair back in his face. I don't know, man. I just fucking hate the whole idea of the match. Triple J, I left you with another really bad fucking, to come behind me.
Oh, of course. That's what always happens, right? But still, I think Pentagon Jr. is going to win.
Pentagon?
Yeah, because I think Sami Callihan's going to get his head shaved, and I think he's going to go even crazier than what he already is.
I'm kind of torn because, Sami Callihan have a weird looking head. Look at the shape of his head. Not lying. I'm not lying. Look at that head. That head is weird as hair.
So basically, Sami Callihan has an alien head, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna look even more crazy. Go ahead, Triple J.
Head's basically shaved, but in a ponytail.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the top of his head. He's weird, some weird stuff. He looks like some Nintendo 64 character. So
oh
wow.
From No Mercy, straight out of No Mercy.
You know what's crazy?
Wow.
I've done a few shows now, right? Where I've done the heel cast where we talked on it. I've talked with people. Nobody has ever pointed out how fucked up Sami Callihan's head has ever been before until right now.
Only at the IMPACT Bodega Podcast does that happen.
Somebody get this guy to a fucking man's salon and get his shit right.
Lord.
His head's awesome.
So,
there's when George went crazy and beat his head with a kendo stick.
Yeah.
Oh, let's blame his head is fucked up because of Eddie Edwards. That's what's going on.
Basically, yes.
Oh boy! So we got the Latino main event on this one.
Hey,
we got the Latin American Exchange LAX versus the OGs Hernandez and Homicide in a 51-50 street fight. What do you got with this one, Jorge?
Okay, before I go, unfortunately, Triple J has been falling behind Chef, and he can carry the weight. So I'm gonna let Triple J go first, so we can actually get him to say something good by himself, and not having to carry Chef's crap at the end. Triple J, please. Because you're carrying too much weight down there, bro. All that shit is got to be packing up when you over there.
Yeah, I'm wearing my boots because the shit getting deep over here.
Yeah, please go ahead, Triple J. Please go ahead.
We got Santana and Ortiz with Conan and Homicide Hernandez with King. With 51-50 street fight, I think it's going to be a very good match. They're going to go on, but I think that I'm a big Conan fan and stuff like that, but I still think Homicide and Hernandez is going to take it just for how everything's playing out on the storylines. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just going to demolish Santana and Ortiz, and then King is going to go and possibly drag out Conan somewhere, put him in a car and drive off with him somewhere.
Whoa, we're gonna have a kidnapping at Slammiversary.
Well, hold on. We had a kidnapping before, and that was your favorite wrestler, Bram. Got kidnapped there by Rosemary, and nobody saw him again for 6 months with no oxygen.
Hey, we don't talk about that shit. All right, we don't talk about that shit. My man was wrongfully done dirty. All right, the big homie was in a shitty ass angle. with shitty fucking people. Let's not go in. Yo, let's keep it on topic, all right? We're talking about LAX. The Chesterfield play has nothing to do with this, you maniac.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. It just flashback just came of the kidnapping. My bad. I apologize. I apologize for Bram. I apologize, sir. I apologize. But to be honest with you, man, this is the match that I'm looking forward to. This is the match that you might see an extra wrestler from the crowd, me, jumping over the railing and hitting everybody with my Timberland boots, just because I don't want to see anybody getting hurt anymore. So, but honestly, man, this one was hard, man. This because I love both sides. I love this whole storyline since it began. I see a swerve. I see Diamante turning on the young kids with Conan, because she feels that they didn't believe her when she was trying to tell them that King was dirty, and King was the one that kind of got her back. I think she turns and joins the OGs, and we might finally see Ivelisse from Lucha Underground come in and do something, even though I'm dreaming about that. But yeah, I think what Triple J said, I think the OGs win this one because of experience and stuff, and just kind of just keep the momentum going for the next storyline. If they do add more players to the game, females or something, then you can still have it going for the next pay-per-view and have just a humongous 5150 all for LAX name, type deal thing. So yeah, that's my opinion.
I love everything you said about Diamante, but in a way, I would love for her to come out, help the young guys. And if Ivelisse is coming in, then I want fucking Ivelisse to come in. She distracts her. They fight on the side. The OGs win it. But if Ivelisse does not come in, I'm going to buy the entire shit you said. I want fucking Diamante to come over, join the OGs. Like, you know what the problem is? Like, I love Santana and Ortiz. There is no winner here. You know what I mean? There's no loser neither, because I'm a fan of all these guys in the ring. So I think the OGs need this for a short period of time. I think they need the belts just to show their dominance for a quick second. But it's something that I've loved Homicide for years. I've loved Kingston for years. My loyalty is to the OGs, like, and they're from that block, you know what I mean? And I know Santana's definitely from the block. I know where he's from, but it's like, I gotta fuck with the OGs on it just because it is what it is. So I'm picking the OGs, but there is no winner, there is no loser, because you got 4 amazing talents that are going into this match.
And another thing to add, this has been one of Impact's best storylines, period. I mean, from beginning to how it's going now, I mean, one of the best storylines. I've been hooked since day one.
Yeah. So before we jump into the main event, I gotta throw a little question out there. Since we saw Redemption not that while ago, and there was a debut by Tessa Blanchard, that leads me to this question. Would you think there will be a debut on Sunday on Slammiversary? Do you expect that? Yes or no?
From the male or female?
Anyone, male or female, or non-binary, whatever.
I mean, if there is, if one ever happens, I don't see it. Maybe in the main event, maybe, but for anything else, I really do not see anything happening. Maybe at the tapings, maybe.
How about you, Chef? Chef is sleeping. So
no, my bad. My son ran in, like, started messing with me. So, I don't know, like, because I know I've been hearing a lot of Scarlett Bordeaux or some shit like that, the super big-breasted chick or whatever she is. But I would like to see. Yeah, oh my God, yo, Evilise is still that chick. Like every time somebody asks, I'm like, yo, it's got to be Evilise because Impact needs more knockouts, and you're not gonna find, except for, and I'm not gonna say their names because Jorge knows who I would say, the two I would pick over Evilise. But I'm gonna say Evilise should be on Impact's radar for so many reasons, especially because you have the Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling, partnership going on. So I'm gonna say Evilise, unless Jorge jumps over that railing and fucking makes his debut of getting arrested.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be awesome on that Slammiversary. I don't know. I mean, tapings maybe, but I mean, unless at the end of the Knocks Out match, someone comes out and points it at Su Yung.
Yeah.
It's
No. Boo. Boo. Chess favorite wrestler.
Yep.
well, Austin Aries came in and got when he came out and just won the world title off the bat. But my thing, I think they're gonna push Moose in it because now they're calling him Mr. Impact.
Ugh.
I don't know why, but I mean,
Thank you.
not to be named, but if they're calling him Mr. Impact, that must be a sign that he's gonna be the top guy to win the title. But it's gonna be close. But I'm gonna say Moose on this. Just all of a sudden, last time they were in Orlando, they had on there Mr. Impact, so you kind of had a hint on where it was going. But that's pretty much what I think.
Okay. How about you,
Well,
Jorge?
Just like Triple J just mentioned, they were calling him Mr. Impact. The only one calling him Mr. Impact is Moose himself calling himself Mr. Impact. Because ain't nobody else saying that nonsense. The two, Aries, he is the belt collector. He got the Impact belt. He wrestled at Ring of Honor. There's a window opening with wrestling. People are getting excited. Things are changing. At the last review for Ring of Honor, he beat Kenny King. He put the Impact belt first. He made a speech about the Impact belt. So I think if they were looking at Moose to be the champion, things might have changed from that time till now, where the windows and doors are opening for different promotions to work together. Either or, whoever wins, Moose sucks. I don't like Moose. All I could see happening is that they could just swerve it and have D'Angelo Williams turn on Moose and have him say, I'm a better wrestler than you are. Because Williams, in one match of Slammiversary last year, showed that he's a better performer and better wrestler than Moose ever has been and wherever will be in one match. So, anyways, who cares? Because I don't like any of them. So, they can have some. Eli Drake should be the champion right now. But we all know what happened back in January.
I think Eli Drake's going to come out.
Yeah. Eli Drake should be the champion now. No question about that. He got screwed over. No question about that. Moose sucks. I don't care. And Austin Aries is doing something positive or forward with other companies to bring the partnerships together. So this could be a big swerve coming up here. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen,
here we go. Everybody, hide your kids. Go on, child.
Listen, If you want to hear,
if this kids alone, turn the podcast off now, kids.
listen, if you want to hear straight venom towards a wrestler, you had heard it from my boy Jorge to Moose. I don't understand the hate. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. But you're hyped up on this vanilla midget, banana eating motherfucker that does nothing. Yo, he has one title that anyone's ever heard of. That's that ROH shit, which Impact fucking fans don't even like ROH, and ROH fans don't even like Impact. So let's keep it a buck there. So he has one belt that you've heard of. All the rest of them are independent companies no one has ever fucking heard of. Half them shits look like you go to fucking Goodwill and you're like, I'll take this piece of leather, I'll take this cowboy belt, slap it on and call it a title. Come on, man. This shit is absolutely ridiculous. He's this. I don't want to just shit on fucking Austin Aries, but he's fucking lame, man. Like, the last time and I keep trying to tell people, the last time we seen Austin Aries before he came back and shitted on fucking Eli Drake, which was horrible, Rockstar Spud put the boot to his ass to get the fuck out of Impact. He went to NXT, he flopped. He comes back after getting, knocked out by Rockstar Spud, the legends. He comes back, pins fucking our guy, Eli Drake, in less than a minute in street clothing. Okay. Then he cuts this fucking promo where he tries to address everybody. Nobody gives a shit. They're like, oh, man, this vanilla midget's about to fucking talk again. Dude, he's fucking boring. I don't know. I'm not a fucking fan of this guy. I'm so sick and tired of fucking Austin Aries. You got so many guys that are so much more talented. I don't give a shit what he's doing in ROH. He's fucking bland. He walks around like motherfucking baby Donkey Kong with a fucking banana in his mouth all the time. So let's give it to Moose, the NFL player, who is fucking ready to either show he's Mr. Impact or he's not Mr. Impact. This is either going to make or break Moose. This is exactly how it's going to play out. You're going to look at him, you're going to say, hey, this guy's a fucking amazing champ. Or you're going to look at him and you're going to be like, oh, he's another Magnus.
Whoa,
you know what I mean? Like,
whoa! Don't talk shit about Magnus. That's one of my guys.
Whoa! We found a Magnus fan besides Mama Magnus.
Well, first of all, I can't believe Robert actually stood up for something.
Yeah, Magnus.
Wow, he has a backbone for Magnus at that. Wow,
bro,
holy smack!
That's how a champ should look like and wrestle like Magnus.
Whoa.
I agree.
Hold on. He should look like that. Yes. Look perfect. Wrestle.
Yeah, like a heavyweight. Yeah,
Listen,
we're talking.
Magnus can go in the ring. Magnus is a good performer. He just had bad creative.
Yeah. That Junga Burik, he should be arrested for his booking.
Whoa!
Crimes,
listen,
I even got the charge. Crimes against the wrestling world. That he's gonna get charged for that.
Wow.
Well,
Jorge.
Keep talking, Jeff.
Wow.
No. I'm just gonna ask Jorge before we do any podcast. Do me a favor. When we're in the chat, and when we talk on the Facebook chat,
yes,
right? No mention of Magnus. Just remind me, because I will never bring this up again, because this is a really sensitive topic.
Yeah, man, because I do not want to get cursed at. My goodness. I heard Puerto Rican words I never heard before.
Oh, wait, it's going to sound like Grandma's house all again. So, Robert, my bad.
Yeah.
We won't talk about my bad. I apologize for the Magnus thing. But I think that, to be honest with you, I think Moose, I'm not saying he definitely deserves it, because I still feel like he self-proclaimed himself as Mr. Impact. I think he's still kind of green. So he's got a lot of work. But to be completely honest with you, I think that they need to change direction. I don't think Austin Aries is the guy, not just because I'm hating. I just don't think that he's doing a lot as a champ, minus the fact that he called himself a fucking belt collector. So I think that the time is now to change. It's Slammiversary, not Bound for Glory. So you can do this at this pay-per-view. Yes, it's the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, but you can see how if Moose transitions, you can either sit there and say, holy shit, we got a fucking stud in Moose, or at Bound for Glory, you sit there and you say, it's our boy Eli Drake's time to have a serious run, take the belt off of Moose, and have his ass packing back to the mid-card. So you definitely need a mid-card belt as well, because these guys need more belts to do shit with.
Well, I don't know what happened to the whole thing, but I went blank and I passed out when Chef went on his profane banana tirade, and he lost me after that.
Hold on. Isn't like when you eat a banana, it's like vitamin C or D?
Both? Who the hell knows?
Is it?
Triple J.
Okay, because if it's a...
I know bananas have potassium in it.
Okay, potassium.
Okay, well, the potassium, is that any kind of letter that comes with it? Is it like vitamin C, vitamin D? Because if it's I really need to know if it's a vitamin C, because I got a really good line. So if someone just tells me it's vitamin C, I could say something.
Bro, first of all, you cut off, because you just went in a 5-minute tirade, and I thought there was a time limit to a podcast. You just went overboard.
You know what?
And the button,
Fuck Austin Aries then.
Button for the curve, it broke a long time ago.
Fuck Austin Aries. Then I'll do it short. Fuck Austin Aries.
Oh my goodness, kids! Sorry, kids. Lord, my goodness, what the hell the man did to you? That's what I want to know. He stole your money.
He's fucking. Listen, we all know he ain't owe me money, because that nigga be paying. Think about it this way, right? Like, if you watch wrestlers, you want to be entertained. What I'm telling you is, every time I watch fucking Austin Aries, I feel like I lost 10 to 15 minutes of my time, because I think he's that boring that I sit back for fucking 10 to 15 minutes and I'm like, please, what fucking match is next? Like, give me fucking anything. Chef, I don't give a fuck if it's
brother.
Huh?
Chef, calm down, brother. Calm down. See, you guys are laughing at me because I try to kill Madison Rain, and you were in a 15-minute cursing tirade over a 5'6" wrestler.
Woo!
The same size as Madison Rain is Austin Aries, and you can't. Come on, bro. Take it easy.
All right, I'm gonna fucking relax and take it easy. I'm gonna relax.
Wow.
Woo!
My God, poor Triple J. It's his first day on the job, and he's already going to quit.
Oh boy.
He said, "I'm not coming back here again."
It's my homie.
I'm not coming back here again. You guys, you Puerto Ricans are crazy.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Triple J.
It's all good. You get me
on his first day.
firing back in a heartbeat.
Oh Lord.
First day.
You see?
Man, first day jitters.
Listen, we gave him his first day of school. He loved it. He's ready to run with the bullies.
Brother, you know what you just made? You know what just happened? Robert's gonna have to go back now and cut the last 15 minutes and copy and paste and take out all your profanity toward the poor dude, and it'll go from 15 minutes to a 1 minute answer.
You know what's gonna happen, and let me tell you the truth, and then you guys can go on. I'm gonna tell you the truth really quick. What's gonna happen? So when the vegans hear this, they're gonna be like, "Fuck Chef." They're gonna be like, "Fuck Chef." I'm gonna have 1 million people block me, and you're gonna have like the vegan fucking warrior nation fucking shitting on my Twitter account. But for the non-vegans, they're gonna be like, "You know what? That asshole Chef is right. This guy's the vanilla midget, bro." Like, so the haters enjoy me, hate me. I love it. Put the bullseye on my back. But for all you people that I just gave a little bit of wisdom to, you're welcome. You don't got to say thank you.
Hey, Robert.
I did that for them.
Yeah.
Robert does wrestling.
Yeah.
Next week before we start episode 4, remind me to do a disclaimer of the show.
Oh. Yeah.
Especially and also an apology letter to the vegans.
To the vegans, we might have offended you. We're so sorry. Yeah.
We apologize.
Listen, we apologize. We got steak dinners going to all of you.
It's like offending one in the crowd. You have to, all of them go off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut out the last 10 minutes of this podcast.
This this is gonna get flagged. So
Oh my goodness. Oh, big
so
time.
yo,
Especially when Magnus came up.
Oh.
Oh.
so any closing thoughts on Slammiversary? Final words before we go off the air with this episode.
Yes.
What do you got,
Yes.
Jorge?
I will go back to being serious. This has been a long road for Impact Wrestling. And this is the first time I met Chef and hung out with Chef last year's Slammiversary, and it was in a different boat and it was a different atmosphere. And this year, a year later, you could see the change in the company, and I will definitely say that it is better this year around. And I'm hoping they hit a grand slam. The event is sold out. I hope it translates good on pay-per-view. I'm going to be there representing the Impact Bodega cast, man, and I'm just happy for this show and many more to come.
Hey,
Chef.
Chef.
You know what? You know what? I'm going to be honest. Let me just dial it back a little bit. No gimmicky stuff. No funny haha bullshit. I agree with Jorge. I think the company direction-wise look like it's going in the right place. I'm not going to say if it is or it isn't. It's none of my fucking business. But they need a big show. I think this card is good enough to do that. So all jokes aside, I got no problem with vegan-ass people. Like, I love it. It don't matter. It is what it is. But honestly, I just want to see, and Jorge's got homework. Jorge's going to be out there. He's going to be interviewing people. It's going to be a really good way to have people be able to connect with, fans like us. And we'll have it on the page. We'll tweet the shit out so people can sit there and say why they love Impact, who's their favorite wrestler, what do they think for a match, whatever. I think that more people need to come together to. Now, I'm not saying Impact needs help, but I think that your fan base is such a huge part. Like, if you look at big sports teams, like just say the Raiders, they got the Black Hole. You got people looking like fucking Darth Vader. You got the Nutso Bills Mafia where they're slamming their fucking wives through tables. Like, the fan base needs something where the fan base can come together, not just for the show, but to say, hey, we're a unit out here because we love this product. So I think that what we're really trying to do here is bring more people together, make the fan base more of a family. So all talk, real shit. Yo, I hope Slammiversary fucking kills it. Triple J, you fucking end it off because you're fucking the man.
I know. At Slammiversary, you're right. I think Impact is getting better every week, every month. They add new people, better storylines, which I hope it gets bigger as it was 10 years ago, up there competing with the big levels. And then, and from there, I think it'll go off better. They add new people, they get a new TV deal maybe down the road one day and get more money and bring in a bigger high-priced guy to get some stuff going. I mean, as of right now, I think it's in the right spot, getting better and better week and month.
So I guess this is time to close this third episode of the Impact Bodega. To everybody who listened to this podcast all the way through, thank you a lot. You are the people who make all of this happen, and help us, reach more people. And I guess that is it for me, for Chef, for Jorge, and for Triple J. Goodbye and thanks for listening.